This video is for the top detail, the molding detail that you have on your hutch. I'm going to show you how to do that crown molding and the radius on it. So I have already created the top pieces, the 11 by 16 or 11/16. Then you have the 1/8. It comes in 1/8 and down 1/8. Then you have another 11/16. And then it shows you the dimension for the bottom of the crown as 2 3/4 from top here. So I offset this down 2.75 or 2 3/4. Then what I'll do is I'm going to connect this line here. Now, one detail that the book doesn't really give you clearly, it does not show you, but if you really were able to zoom in and look at it, the crown top here starts at this 1/8 inch spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first offset this 1/8 inch in, because the top of the crown starts right there. It does not go all the way here. That's an installation detail, because if you are trying to match the crown and this edge, it's much harder than actually pulling it back. You have some forgiveness there. So I'm going to offset, I offset this line now, I offset it that 1/8 inch, so it's even here. Then I'm going to create that, I could actually trim this already if it gets confusing. I can trim this and trim this piece here. And now this is my crown, and I need to create that 1/4 inch radius up top and 3/4 on the bottom. So I'm going to offset this 1/4 inch in. And then I need to offset this one also 1/4 inch. So I can create that, create the intersection that I'm then radiusing. Okay, so now I'm going to create a 3/4 for the bottom and 1/4 inch for the top. So I'm going to go to my fillet tool, do R, remember down here, R for radius, and 0.75 for 3 or 3/4, whichever you want to do. And I'm doing these two. There's my 3. Then I need to do the radius up here. So I will go back to my fillet tool, do R for radius, 0.25 or 1/4, and radius those two. Then you trim off all these lines. These ones are gone, but we can still, this one is actually showing. So you can put this back in there for the detail, because that shows that you have a different piece of molding here, and then this is different piece. Otherwise, if I didn't have this line, it would show that this all is one piece. So that's a way to get your radius there. There's another way. You could use your circle. With the circle, you will have a 1/4 inch radius, and you will have the 3/4 radius. So in this case, we would go backwards a little bit. Let me just go back. Let's go here. If we were to use your circles, then you would keep this line down there, because you need to know the start, and then you would offset, this would be the offset down for the 1/4 inch, because that's the center of the radius. So you would have an offset of 1/4 inch. Yep, that's correct. And then that would be the intersection where you go to your circle and draw the 1/4 inch radius. Then for the larger one on the bottom, you have the 3/4, but it needs to start after this because you are first turning this 1/4. Then you have to come down all the way here basically before you're starting that radius. So I would offset this another 1/4. So offset 0.25 or 1/4. Offset this guy down. Come on. 0.25. Then going this way, I know that this radius has to be 3/4 from this spot. So I can offset this because this is 1/4. Then I need to get to the center of the next circle radius. So I'm going to offset 1/4 plus the 3/4 of this big circle. I'm going to offset this 1 inch to the right. There. And now I have my circle center. Make sure you always in a radius. And we will draw the radius at 3/4. And if you drew it this way, then you would just go and trim. And just make sure you trim in the correct lines. Trim. And this one I want to just trim that, that, and I have a double line here, but that's okay for now. And then here I would trim all these. And there is the same result. And obviously don't create yourself a monster and try and do it on the other side as well. Use your mirror tool and just mirror this side. And now you have it for both sides and you can put it on your hutch detail.